All right, so we got the pork butt on. We're at about 10 o'clock Eastern time. Starting to get some smoke rolling on the Pit Boss Pro Series. Got a smoke tube going. If you don't know what a smoke tube is, I'm gonna explain that a little bit later on in the series. But see, we got it going on. We got dinner for tomorrow. Stay tuned. Hey, so as you see, we got the Pit Boss Pro Series 850 fired up. Like I just explained in the last video, I wanted to go over just a little bit of the details with this. Right, so we fired it up. I'll tell you, I got a couple probes going, but I only have one of the Boston butts on there. But you see right now we're at 134 degrees. If you look at, we got 39 degrees. That's the probe in the meat, and then 170. The 170 is just a probe that I put inside of the smoker to give me a better idea of the internal temperature. Now, one thing to be careful of is when you're building temperature, this kind of freaks new beginners to the pellet grill community. We're 134, 170. Why is there such a big difference? Right now your Pit Boss is trying to get up the temperature, and so it's feeding a lot of pellets into the firebox. You're trying to get a lot of heat in there, so your overall temperature inside of the drum may be a little bit fluctuating. So right now your pellet grill is trying to catch up, get a good reading on what the temperature is. Okay, so that being said, that will balance out a little bit later on. I just use that to explain this a little bit, and really get a good gauge of where I'm at in the beginning setup of the Pit Boss. Now, some people will say you got to let this run for about an hour or so before you put the meat on. I don't do that. You get a lot of smoke at the beginning that really helps them, it absorbs into the meat. So I just fire the Pit Boss up. As soon as I get the fire, I close the chute to the firebox. I put the meat on, put the probe in, and then I have the smoke tube finishing up here. I'm gonna get real detailed in a couple videos on the series of what a smoke tube does. It's just basically a tube you fill with wood pellets, you light it on fire, a little bit of lighter fluid, and then you let it burn out. You get some good coals going. It helps enhance the smoke into your pellet grill. So again, I will detail that a little bit more in the next couple videos. But again, we just put this on 10 o'clock the night before, 250. So stay tuned for tomorrow, see how it turns out. All right, so it's been 12 hours. Just give you guys an update here. Gonna get you here 203. We are there with the pork butt. You can see the difference when I was telling you last night that it will balance out. You know, your 244 on the probe it's inside, the temperature, or what smoker's saying. So these Pit Boss Pro Series are amazing. So this is my old one that didn't run through last night. I have two others, but this is the one that I keep trying to get every bit of life out of before it's gone, so I can switch to the new ones. And it just keeps going. So love my Pit Bosses. I've had this for about 2 years. I've got something on it every weekend, sometimes multiple days, 12 to 16 hours. It just keeps going. So anyway, I tell you what, we got there. I did turn it up a little bit after I got up this morning and wrapped it. When I hit about 170, I pulled it off, wrapped it up in some foil. So just to finish it off. Well, we're gonna get it pulled off. We're gonna let it rest for about 2 hours. Very important to let it sit and rest. Some people like to put them in a cooler. I've never found that that's ever been beneficial. If anything, it just maintains the heat, dries it out even more. I just like to just keep it wrapped in foil, set it on the counter, let it sit for a couple hours, and then pull it apart, shred it for some barbecue sandwiches.